Hi everyone, this is Library Ninja, and thank you for joining me today. Today we review, we reflect, and hopefully get recommendations out of the book I'm going to be presenting, as always, just like the last few sessions. And the book that I'm presenting is called The Nightingale by Kristin Hannon. And to sum it up without giving it away, and so that you can discover it for yourself. As always, I love doing that. So I will not give away all of the book here, but as you can see, all the book is pretty heavy. It is a heavy handful of a book. It has 564 pages of historical fiction drama. So as you can see, I like to point out the first thing that catches my eyes is the cover. And the cover has gold to it with a title and symbolism under it. And the Nightingale, we find out what all that means. And as you can see too, there is the Eiffel Tower. This is a connection of France, and we definitely find out the connection with the cover and all that's in this book. And I love it that she does that. It makes sense to the reader, and it is a beautiful thing when that happens. So bravo, Kristin Hannon, for thinking of that with the cover and putting that all together for that. What I love that she has realism in her stories, and that comes through strong research. She is epic with it. And what's amazing too is that in the very end of the book, she explains it. Question and answer time with the back of the book. Some authors will have author notes. Some will have questions that their own interview, and they really throw that in the back of the book and shows you what they are thinking. So I love that. She also helps book clubs too. And there is questions that if you have a book club or a friend that you're going to hang out with and talk about the book, there's questions for it. So it is great that she supports her readers in that area of the book. So it's a big surprise at the end there. I do like the strong characters of the females, in particular the two main ones, which we discover are the sisters. There's two sisters, and one is Vienne and one is Isabella. Vienne, she's a mom. She also is a wife. Her husband gets unfortunately captured and is a prisoner. And she is a mom of a young little girl. And she's a teacher too. And she goes through hell and back, definitely faces it at her doorstep, literally. And definitely amazing, strong female character. Her sister is the opposite. Her name is Isabella. She is a handful, and she is rebellious, and she definitely faces it in her own way. They do come together, but they're very different, and it is amazing when they come together, truly caring about each other and ultimately loving each other. So it is a beautiful part with the two female characters. They are very strong. My favorite character is Isabella, and that she's complex, she's raw, and she's tough, and people, they discount her, they cast her off, and I can definitely relate to that, and she definitely perseveres and faces it, and I do love that character, Isabella. The themes of this book, there's many themes with this book, but I'm just gonna point out a few. The impact of war obviously is one, and how that changes people in the country and the community, and Shaken's identity, and that's attached with mental health, and we definitely see that with the father and how he handles it with his family, and we definitely see a connection with alcoholism and where that takes him. Unfortunately making the ultimate sacrifice, and it's very heartbreaking how that happens. Another one is grief and dealing with loss, not just with him, but all the characters in the book. And Vienne is amazing with that, and how she deals with it in what she's been through. And she finds this tree, I want to say her backyard or her friend's backyard, and she puts ribbons on this tree of people that she's lost in memory, and still holding out hope and looking at the sky of this tree and being there every day. Every day she wakes up and just faces it, and it's the tree of hope. And it's a beautiful, beautiful part of this book. My recommendations, there is a lot out there on World War II. Definitely historical books are out there, but I'm going to recommend a few that pop out in my mind that I've read. One of them is Unbroken by Lauren Hillenbrand. It is a true story book about a World War II soldier that gets captured into a concentration camp, and how he survives with that. Just, to me, blows my mind and still stays with me to this day, that I'm recommending it. Another book is the Alice Network, and it's by Quinn. It's another historical fiction, definitely has strong female characters in it. So definitely check that one out. And then the last is by Kristin, The Woman, and it's another historical fiction. And it's a definitely strong female character there, and definitely captured my heart, and definitely holds a special place in that. So those are my recommendations. And as I share quotes, words that really capture me. And I actually have two from her book. There's lots in here actually, but I'm just going to share two. And one of them goes like this on page 73. For the first time, her romantic novels made sense. She realized the landscape of a woman's heart, of a woman's soul, could change as quickly as a world at war. So it's a really beautiful quote. And then the last one is on page 526. And it goes like this. But love has to be stronger than hate, or there is no future for us. So very powerful words there by Kristin. And I definitely would recommend it. So I hope to see you again. Let me know what you think. Definitely recommendations are always welcome. And I hope to share the good, the bad, and finding the great all over again. So this is Library Ninja signing off. Thank you.